May mga sasakyan na dinadrive mo. May mga sasakyan na sinasakyan mo. At may mga sasakyan na pag upo mo sa likod, bigla mong tatanungin ang sarili mo, bakit ako pa ang nagdadrive sa buhay ko? Today, ang review natin hindi lang para sa driver. Para ito sa tatay na may pamilya, sa negosyanteng pagod na sa traffic, sa nanay na gusto ng comfort, sa executive na ayaw ng drama, sa isang panda na nagre-review ng sasakyan na kailangan pang gumastos sa kape. Sana mag-sponsor naman kayo, Starbucks. At sa Pilipinong nagtatanong, worth it ba ang luxury MPV na gawa sa China? Is the Denza D9 Panda approved? Welcome to Panda Approved. Dito, hindi lang natin tinitingnan ng sasakyan, we live it, we breathe it, we drive it, we nitpick it, we praise it, and sometimes we roast it with a cup of coffee na binayaran pa namin. And syempre, bago tayo magsimula, subscribe muna tayo sa channel natin. Dahil dito sa King Panda, hindi lang tayo nagre-review ng sasakyan. Sinasagot natin ang mga tunay na tanong ng Pilipinong motorista. Okay. Today's contender, the Denza D9. Luxury MPV at aminin ko, very luxurious siya. Pero may tanong agad ako. Luxury ba talaga? O magandang screen lang na may napa-leather? Tingnan natin. Unahin natin ang kalampag test. Ito ang importante sa Pilipinas kasi kahit gaano kamahal ang sasakyan at kung may kalampag naman, sisirain mo ang mood mo. Alright, guys, we're in Sub-Saharan White Plains doing the kalampag test on this Denza D9. Direct na Continental ba to? Kita mo, naka-Continental. Kaya kaldag mayaman. One of the things you'll notice about this car is it's significantly quieter. From a driver perspective, I've ridden in the car na nasa likod and I've driven the van. One thing I can really attest to is how quiet the cabin is. Denza really took their time in insulating the cabin. Although pag umuulan, naalala ko yung sinabi ni Attorney Edward Chico nung nilalagyan niya ng goma yung bubong, nung nagkapera na siya, lagyan ng mugs. Ito, pag umuulan, especially pag malalaki yung patak, dinig mo yung lata. That's one thing that, for me, kung gagawin mo na rin ganun, lubos-lubusin mo na, di ba? But from a kalampag perspective, guys, it's solid. White Plains is one of the most notorious pagdating sa potholes. I don't feel anything, no? You can really tell that it's more luxurious compared to the E-MAX 9. So, yun ang one of the things that I believe that this van really stands out from. Sa Denza D9, sobrang quiet ang cabin. Minsan sobrang eerie na nga eh. Parang nasa hotel room na may gulong. Insulated ang cabin. Solid ang feel. Kapag umuulan, yun lang ang dinig mo. Hindi mo ramdam ang kalsada. Hindi mo ramdam ang ingay. Hindi mo ramdam ang stress. Kaya kung ang tanong mo, komportable ba ito sa traffic ng Metro Manila? Oo. The Kalampag verdict, approved. Next, the Arrancada test. Guys, tandaan nyo, hindi ito sports car. Hindi ito pangyabang sa stoplight. Pero ang arangkada niya, suabe. Walang gulat, walang jerk. At ang nakakagulat, maliit ang turning radius kahit mahaba yung van. So now, guys, we're doing the Arrancada test. Of course, it's a van. You don't really do Arrancadas on a van. But here we go. So on regular mode. The reason why we do this Arrancada test is to ensure na if you have to overtake, you're going to Baguio and there's zigzags and it's safe to overtake, is it capable of overtaking na hindi ka mabibitin? Suabe. I mean, then again, it's a van. You're not supposed to measure this by how much arangkada you're going to have. Turning radius is pretty good. Ang liit ng turning radius niya, no? Para sedan. A lot of PHEVs. One of the things that really boggles me is this is a dual motor, no? This Denza is actually a dual motor, hence it's more expensive. So there you go. It's about 1.4 million more. You can feel the difference in torque and in power. Kasi sa Pilipinas, hindi lang speed ang laban. Laban din ang U-turn, parking, iskinita, drop-off sa mall, at biglang, kuya, dito na lang po tayo. The Arangkada verdict, approve siya. Ngayon, the suspension test. Okay ang suspension. Maganda ang bounce. Walang hagis. Sabi ni Direk, di ba? Walang hagis. Hindi ka itatapon sa upuan na parang na-break up ka ng bigla. So now, guys, we go through the suspension test. So what we do is we test the suspension in terms of the speed bumps. Because there are some villages here in the Philippines that I think galit sa kotse yung nag-construct ng village. Especially sa Green Hills dati, Doc, di ba? Direct, di ba? Kung talagang Doc ka tuloy. Parang, putya, akala mo, paahon ka na San Mateo eh. Yung hubs pa lang yun, ha? So this one, you know, okay naman yung kaldag niya, okay naman yung bounce rate. It's not as abrupt. But meron lang ako naririnig sa harap. Di ko alam kung it's a maintenance issue or what. Pakinggan mo, ha? After malampasan natin, nagde-deliver ng saksakan ng daming gulong. Tingin ko mga bumili ng Continental yun eh. Ito, pakinggan mo. Ba, nawala. Nawala. Maganda yung bounce niya, no? Hindi siya crispy. Walang hagis, di ba? Ganda. It's true luxury. And I think one of the things the Chinese cars were able to do is yung suspension talaga, maano sila eh, very sensitive sila sa suspension. True luxury ang feel. Pino, kalmado, relax. Pero ito ang observation ko sa maraming Chinese branded vehicles. Sensitive talaga sila sa suspension. Minsan, sobrang ganda sa smooth road, pero pag Pilipinas na ang kalaban, doon nagkakaalaman. Sa Denza D9, maganda ang timpla. The suspension verdict, approved.
Madaling i-adjust itong chair. May massage pa. Madaling mag-relax.
Handa dito sa long drive to.
Wow. Massage chair.
Ano ito? Business class? O first class? Approve na approve.
Now, the interior and exterior. Dito ako may mixed emotions. Kasi, oo, may mga layout at design choices na very Chinese premium brand. Nakikita mo kagad yung identity. Makikita mo yung approach. At honestly, iba pa rin ang European cars pagdating sa certain feel because sa mga European cars, intentional ang paglagay ng bagay-bagay. Yung sa Chinese cars, parang, sige, lagay na lang natin dyan. So guys, interior and exterior of the car. No? First of all, when you sit inside this D9, you get mixed emotions, no? Because right away, alam mong gawa siya sa China. Kasi may screen, tapos puro Chinese yung sulat. But, you know, yung pagka-layout lang talaga eh. Alam mo kaagad na gawa siya sa China. It's not that it's bad, it's just that's the idea. For me, yun ang identifier kaagad eh. One of the things that really stood out is, like a lot of premium Chinese branded cars, is their choice of material. You know, they use the real Napa leather. You can tell right away. Very smooth in leather. It rubs your skin differently. Other companies would say they use Napa leather, but I know Napa leather very well. This one is real Napa leather. You know, wala sabit eh. The cushioning is just enough. Hindi sobrang lambot, hindi sobrang tigas. The graphic user interface on the vehicle is so easy to use. It's one of the few vans that ang daling gamitin ng GUI niya. Ito favorite ko talaga eh, yung louvers. You know, they kept the louvers the way it is, yung manual. I keep telling all these companies, stick with manual louvers. I don't care how high-tech your car is, keep the manual louvers because ito yung sacred cow ng mga Pilipino kung sumasakay sa sasakyan. Very luxurious, Napa leather, enough cushion, comfortable real sheets, well put together, at salamat na may manual louver pa rin. Kasi hindi lahat ng bagay dapat nasa touchscreen. Minsan, gusto mo lang ayusin yung aircon kasi mainit. Hindi yung parang nag-a-apply ka ng visa sa US Embassy. The interior and exterior verdict, approved. Now, value-wise. Ang Denza D9 is nasa around 4.298 million pesos. Yan ang retail price. Ngayon, mura ba to? Hindi. Pero value for money ba? Dito nagiging interesting ang tanong na yan. Kasi kung ang hanap mo lang ay sasakyan, maraming mas mura. Pero kung ang hanap mo ay isang luxury MPV, tahimik na cabin, comfortable rear seats, premium materials, technology at presence, bigla siyang nagiging malakas na kalaban. Para sa family na laging may driver, para sa business owner na araw-araw na sa biyahe, para sa taong pagod na sa traffic at gusto naman ng peace of mind. This makes sense. So, the value verdict approved. So after driving it, after sitting in it, after testing the comfort, and after asking the question, bagay ba ito sa buhay ng Pilipino? There's only one question left. Is the Denza D9 Panda approved? Yes. It's Panda approved. The Denza D9 is not perfect. Iba pa rin ang European cars sa certain refinement at may design choices na hindi para sa lahat. Pero as a luxury MPV, it delivers. Quiet, comfortable, solid, suabe, at sobrang sarap sakyan. Kung ikaw ang taong pagod na sa traffic, pagod na sa ingay, at gusto mo ng sasakyan na parang mini business class lounge, the Denza D9 deserves your attention. At kung gusto niyo pa ng mga review na diretso, reliable, at sagot sa tunay na tanong ng Pilipinong motorista, keep watching King Panda. Panoorin niyo pa ang iba nating mga videos dahil dito, hindi lang kotse ang pinag-uusapan natin. Buhay Pilipino ang tinitingnan natin. Hi, this is King Panda of King Panda Garage and the King Panda Show. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and all our social media channels and visit our website, King Panda PH. At kung nagtataka kayo bakit ako naka-wheelchair, kasi hanggang ngayon hindi nyo pa binibili. So kung binili nyo yung wheelchair, by that time, wala nang stock at tatayo na ulit ako. So I see you guys later.